back, Saint LFCTV with your boy Saint. What's going on? And we're back for another quick daily transfer news roundup. Like that. It should really be like 2 minutes because I go on over here in it, but now we'll chop it up in it. Shout out everyone that's inside. Shout out Pablo here early. Yeah, come on. My guy Demo's in here because I know already in it. Come on, big up yourself, Pablo, man. Big up my brother. So yeah, quickly. Sorry I haven't been on for this daily. I just need a rest, bro, because it was just not everyday rants, bro, like that, and there's not really much going on in that. So I was like, right, let me just take some time out, and yeah, let me come back with it. But we're back now. Please hit the like button if you haven't already, jump in, and if you catch this on a replay, whatever, do you know what I mean? Please hit the like button, I beg you, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Like I said, we're slowly climbing, do you know what I mean? 1,500 is the target next, and we're nearly at 1,100. So please hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and turn on your post notification bell as well for these random ones, like that. Oh, and also big up the community, big up everyone. I think this might be the first show that I've been monetized still, so you can drop a little super chat to support the channel and that, like that. This is a quick one, it's a quick roundup show. Make sure you're all tuned in after Love Island, like that. 10:15, we're gonna be talking about this Salah thing, do you know what I mean? Me, D-Generation X, Don Hassam, it's gonna go down, do you know what I mean? We're just gonna chat proper, and I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of rants in there in it. So yeah, big up Ilias, big up yourself each and every time, as always. 6 times 6 UCL winners, come on, big up my guy, love. And Josh T, man, I hope you're good. So let me start off very quickly. Gotta say bye to the Japanese warrior that is Taki Minamino, absolute G. And I think he's been unveiled. I think Monaco have done the official unveiling, so it is now official. Man has cut. And me personally, I'm sad to see him go, man. Didn't quite put him in the upper echelons of certain man like Demo, but I definitely understood his importance within our team, within our squad. Like I said, the 2 domestic cups that we got this season, which was disappointing, in line with what we were hoping to get, we wouldn't have been able to draw for them without Taki, and his incredible performance in each of those domestic competitions. Top was top of the goal scoring in both of those competitions. So yeah, man, like I personally feel like people haven't taken enough account into how important he was in our squad, the goals in which he gave, the performances in which he gave. And I think it's a bit disrespectful to say that Taki, Origi, and Mane are all going to be sort of surplused by Nunes. Like, you're missing a lot of goals, do you know what I mean? And I do definitely still think that we need to get another attacker round about. To cover someone like Taki's what we're missing from Taki's what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? His displacement, him not being here, his vacancy, like that. Yeah, like my man Ilya says, smash up the lights. Come on, John Moore, big up yourself, man. Statman Baines, I jumped in your thing earlier on for a little bit whilst I was sorting out my little one, so that was definitely a good show. So make sure you lot are going back and watching Statman Stubbs football channel. I do apologize. I seen Demo stressed in the Liverpool comments about how long the vid for Taki was. Yeah, not even gonna lie, man got a young 52 seconds, and Demo was fuming. At the end of the day, I said, "Big Steve, you cheating bastard." Say nothing. At the end of the day, he was a small kind of, do you know what I mean, like squad player. So I wasn't expecting all like 20 minutes. And I think I'm being a bit facetious, but maybe not even like, do you know what I mean, a 6 minutes or whatever. But I know that certain man felt a bit disrespected at the 52 seconds in which he got. I think probably a minute and a half would have sufficed. Do you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Big up yourself, Cameron. I'm okay with Taki leaving. He wants first team football, but he's just not good enough for our first team. As a squad player, he was perfect. Exactly what I thought. And people put too much disrespect on squad players. Just because you're not good enough to be in our first team doesn't necessarily mean that that's any. Our first team is arguably top 3 in world football. So there's no shame in not being good enough to be in our first team. But people then used to just be like, because he's not good enough to be in our first team, just used to heat piles of disrespect onto him, and I just thought that was a bit unfair. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Taki Minamino did what he was supposed to do, and of course he did. We got him for 7 million, activated his buyout clause for 7 million, and got rid of him for what, double. So he did what he was supposed to do, and he had a host of man after his signature. So it just shows you, innit? Like Marque, to be honest, Mane, Origi, Taki were replaced by Diaz, Nunes, and Carvalho. When Mane left, he wasn't on the wing anymore. So him being replaced by Diaz, I don't see that one. Out of the 3, I'd probably say Nunes is probably the more fitting one to take over. What's it called? Mane, especially, man, weren't trying to put him on no wing, bro. Like, you weren't trying to put him on no wing in it. So like, he was a false 9 in it, and he done well there. Carvalho. It's hard to say that Carvalho is going to come and replace anyone because we don't really know how he's going to be. He's a 19-year-old coming into our system from Fulham, like, and you want to heap on all our creative onus onto him and goal scoring as well. It's a bit much, brother, if I'm honest with you. I think Diaz was just needed because we needed to lock down that left-hand side. I don't think Jota was doing a good enough job, and I think we're going to use him as makeshift as a number 9. So yeah, like, I just feel like it's a bit mad still. Statman Stubb says, cheers, Saint, much appreciated. I'm only 29 away from the big 300. You hear that? Come on, guys, man. Please make sure you're going over to Statman Stubbs and hitting that sub. Love your channel, mate. Keep up the great content. Thank you ever so much, bro. Thank you. Much appreciated. Make sure you're here at 10:15. Like I said, we're gonna chop Salah up, and we're gonna get deep into it, innit? The game was in G Unit longer than Taki. What's that? Liverpool? Shake my head. Oh, you're killing me, Tudor. That's oh my god. And I definitely feel we need another attacker, Ilias. I'm not gonna lie. All this talk about the midfield, but I definitely feel like another attacker is needed. All right, so that's Taki taken care of. Then we move on to Nico Williams, who Forest have just made an offer for, I think, 11 million, and we basically just batted that away. Like, come on, give us some next things. To be honest with you, I feel like it's been muted that we're looking at about 20 million for Nico. Is this Julian Ward's doing his Michael Edwards impression? Yeah. I don't know if Nico's worth 20, but I would definitely take sort of 15. And I feel like it's a tricky game that we're playing because everyone knows that obviously we've got Calvin Ramsey coming. Do you know what I mean? And we've got Trent. So we're gonna have to let him. Do you know what I mean? Let him go. And we don't want to get stuck with him. But I definitely feel like we probably get a little bit more than 11 million. I think that deal will go through. To be very honest with you, my dog is going crazy. So if you can hear that, apologies. This is the tricky one. Apparently, no new midfield additions because Klopp is looking to show some faith in the younger breed, particularly Mr. Curtis Jones. And apparently, we're going to put. Oh, bear with me 1 second. Sorry about that. I got my little one doing mad things. But yeah, no, apparently we're looking to put a lot of faith into Curtis Jones. And I personally, I'm not happy with the news. As much as I want Curtis to stay, I do feel like Curtis should be loaned out. I don't think that this is the season that we start doing player development because of how important this season is in terms of winning the league. I will go into that a little bit more in a separate, probably tonight actually with Don Hussam, because we both feel the same. So like I said, again, I know I'm plugging that, but yeah, 10:15, make sure you're there because we'll go into some of these in a little bit more detail. Then moving on to Ascencio. Apparently we've got an Ascencio bid and we've actually made the bid 30 million or around that. 35 mil euros. I am happy with that. The one thing that I don't like about Ascencio, I've been reading, is his pressing stats, which makes me a little bit like, But then to be very honest with you, we've got a lot more people in our team to do the pressing that I think is needed to allow Ascencio to be able to be creative. And that's pretty much what I need him there for, just to be creative. Do you know what I mean? And to take the onus off people like Carvalho and Thiago. And then moving on to Bellingham. It's been said that Dortmund have now put the price of 120 mil for Bellingham. Who thinks that we are going to be in the region of paying 120 million? Madness. I don't know. Don't think that's, again, we'll chop that up tonight properly, but I would like, get in the comments and let me know your thoughts on the Bellingham and if he's worth waiting for and if we'll spend that. That pretty much brings us to the end of today's news. Like I said, it was a quick roundup for me just to get some thoughts on what's been on the news and my thoughts. Very quick one. I'll be back 10:15. Make sure you lot are there and we will chop this up. We'll chop up the Salah, we'll chop up the Bellingham, and we'll chop up Curtis Jones in more detail. Love everyone that's jumped in. Ash, we should be actively trying to get Cater and Ox out of the door. Literally 100 players out there for reasonable prices we could get. To be very honest with you, I think that a lot of us pretty much second that. And before I go, that should be a great show with the legend Don Hassan. Trust me, it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one. You know how he stays, so please make sure you're there. Big up Nick Kane. And yeah, like I said, 10:15 today. Make sure you're there. We're gonna chop it up. It's been another transfer roundup with your boy Saint. Love. And we're out. Boom.